Alright, a little update on the Firestone Keg build. We got it out of there. It was really hard. And I did booger the thread a little bit, so I'm probably going to have to take a little small file and try to clean that up. Or I don't know if just screwing something in there will clean that thread up, but there's a lot of dirt in those threads. And you could see that there was a lot of corrosion on this brass. I don't even know what you call this thing. Spanner nut, castle spanner insert. I don't know, but this is no longer any good. Not that I'd want to use that anyway. And it looks like they took a piece of copper pipe and welded it on a stainless keg bung. I don't know. This looks like the part where there's a ball and you can see the little notch. I mean, it looks familiar. I'm not sure what this part is. Anyways, it's out. That's a good thing. So we thought about putting in a heating element through the side bung hole and then just like stair stepping it down into the, get a long one and stair step it down. Or maybe put two in, but it'd be nice to have a drain, right? But with the removable lid like this, I could always just stand it up and dump it out and clean it, or pump it out with a little submersible, whatever, I don't know. What the best course of action is. And the next part was to decide what we were going to do for a cap. And I think I have that figured out, guys. Ta-da! I found this vintage copper bowl. This sucker weighs 2 pounds, 8 3/8 ounces, so it's a little over 2.5 pounds. And this sucker's heavy gauge. This isn't lightweight, and it fits really nice on top. There's a little gap, which that's not a problem, right? We'll figure this out. But how do we secure it? Do we solder it on and then put like something in the top, coming off? Do we double bowl it, or do we clamp it on? And I kind of like the clamp method. And in woodworking, which I've done, when you're locking down tools to run on a shaper or like the stile and rails, they've got these little clamp down holders, right? And one part secures here, and then it's got like this arm with a rubber bumper and screws with a stud, and you just pull the handles down and it locks things in place. Now I've seen those little hooks that are kind of stainless, and they pull down. Maybe 4 or 6 of those hooks will hold that bowl down. But then the question is, how do you seal it properly? And I won't even mention the S word. The stuff that'll get you in trouble on this forum. Don't know why it's such a critical thing to even mention, because man, I was wanting to run these thumpers and it was like a huge problem because it was glass and sealed with S. Wish we could just have a little debate about it, but I guess people in forums, they just go crazy, and the mods end up having to deal with arguments, and so you can't even talk about it. It's a taboo subject. Anyways, 2 options here I see. Like I said, the clamps, or I could just take like a vise or something and just flatten this out completely, and then silver solder it. And then I could come out of here with like a column, and I have a nice little pot still. Now it's getting stuff in and out is the question. Where do we go? Since it's 15 gallons, obviously I'm not going to do 15 gallons worth of stuff. That'd be crazy. But we could either pour stuff in here and plug it off, with like a rubber compression bung. I don't know, is rubber safe? What kind of rubber is safe? I have to use like one of those hard plastic pieces and then just put a stainless bolt in it on a taper to expand it. I don't know. Got a lot of questions to figure out here. But anyways, this is just a little update. No, it's lengthy, 5 minutes on the steel project. It looks kind of silly, doesn't it, with that dome? But I do believe being a dome like that will help condense it. Will help the vapor make it to the pipe anyway, because it will kind of go up and then curve into the pipe and then escape. So that'd be a good design. Oh, I got something else. Let me show you. Hold on. Are you ready? Ta-da! I got this cool column. Here's the coil. Not a big fan of the way they did that. That's kind of stupid, but seems like you just want to bend a loop and come up out of that hole instead of having that in my vapor column, but supposedly lead free. Anyways, it's a pretty nice piece of copper. It's thick walled. And it's got this cap here. And that was for the thermometer. Probably had to solder that up and make a new hole. That'd be cool sticking out of the top of this thing, huh? But then it defeats the purpose. I'd like to find a way to turn this easily, like solder on a nipple, and have it come out and be able to make it a pot still easily. And then if I needed to do some kind of high octane stuff, to use this reflux side. I think that this is built backwards, to be quite honest. I know the steam's going to go up, hit those cold coils, and then the alcohol is going to fall through. But when it falls back through, the hot air coming up, there's got to be an exchange so that you're going to have hot spirits coming out. So I think this is like kind of upside down maybe, or should I have another coil on the bottom? Take this cap off and then stick another coil and then double condense it? Or will, because the vapor is going to rise, it's going to go up and around and out, up and around and out. What would be cool is to have like a ball valve, a copper ball valve right here, shut this off, and then either, drill a hole and put a fitting over here and be able to come out with a regular pot still mode. It'd be kind of cool. 8 minutes, sorry guys. I just wanted to show you this cool column. It's big. I've got a couple other kegs, I can mount this to, put a flange on it and then use those tri-clamps, mount it to another keg, and just build this as a pot still separate and have like the thumper set up, and then just for something else. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, I got this thing really. This is really cool. I didn't build this, but I think I'm going to rework it some. They said that that's lead-free solder, man. How can you test that? Is it possible to test if it's lead-free? Anyhow, y'all have a good day.